Zel Boy Army, welcome to another video on the channel. I'm excited for this. We are doing a tier list where we rank every single road to the knockout card. These type of promos are my favourite that EA do. Live dynamic cards that can get upgrades based on real life football. I've always said EA really need to do this more, and it seems like they're listening to the community and they've been adding more and more of these cards every year. Cards that are based on real life football. We all love FIFA and play FIFA because of real life football. That's where the passion for the game comes. So cards that are based on real life that can get upgrades just add so much more interest. And honestly, this seems so far looking at these cards like a really good promo with a lot of potential. For these tier lists, I'm always going to base the card purely on how good I think the actual card is. We're not going to be basing it off what the price is. For this one, we'll be looking at how the card is now, and then obviously as well judging, do we think it will get the upgrades. So EA have announced the system. We've got the system here. Each road to the knockout player has the potential for 2 further upgrades. So Messi could be a 94, Bamian could be a 91, etc. Some card like Simon could go to an 86. Each road to the knockout player has the potential for 2 further upgrades based on how their team performs throughout the remainder. To get these upgrades, you need 2 victories from the remaining 3 games. So EA have put the tracker on there. Need to get 2 victories there, and then a qualification upgrade if their team qualify for the knockout stage of the competition. So potentially 2 levels. So we will also judge cards of how likely I think they are to actually get these upgrades as well. So we're going to look at the cards on here. We'll start with the lowest rated, and we'll work our way up and move. And as we do it, we will look at the actual cards, how they are now. So first off, we've got Moses Simon. So let's have a look at him here. I saw Wan-Bissaka on there, but is Wan-Bissaka not in the game at the moment, or yeah, maybe Wan-Bissaka's part of the mini release. So there's some cards here that I don't actually see. Wan-Bissaka, Lucas Paqueta. Don't know if these are objective cards or something, or they might be part of the mini release that EA tend to do. Yeah, I don't think these cards are actually in right now, but we can talk about how the cards look. I just can't get the actual assets for the card to put it in the tier list, but we can have a look at these and see how we go. So we'll start with Moses Simon. Got him here. EA doing from all the promos up to the World Cup, it seems, 1 team and then like 3 extra cards, I think on like the Monday or Sunday, just to add to the promo. So just like they call it a mini release. Moses Simon used to be 5-star weak foot. If this card was 5-star weak foot, honestly, would be pretty special. If you put a Deadeye on him, he has ridiculous pace already, although explosive isn't very good on this game. He has really good strength, to be honest, which is an important stat. He still isn't that clinical, even with, which is pretty bad, but even with a Deadeye. So I think 4-star, 4-star. French League's taking up other spot. It depends obviously on his price if you're going to be bothered by him. But let's have a look at his upgrades. I think that's Freiburg, Olympiacos. Honestly, I don't know too much about nods and what I expect of them. But that card right now for this promo, it's usable, but it's not great. I'm going to put C. I don't think the potential upgrades is that great. It's like a lot of promos that EA are doing. They're seeming to have a lot more good cards in them now. They're listening to the community. Some top tier cards in there, whilst also being more variety and usable cards across the board. So we've had an 82. Where's the next one? 83 Akone. I think Akone is probably going to be pretty good. Akone is a card that I've been looking at on Road to Glory account, so I really do like that he's in this. 3-star weak foot, not great. That is a big issue on him. Again, the finishing's not great. Stick a Deadeye on him though. He's kind of similar to Moses Simon, to be honest, but he's French. French is a lot easier to link in the cheaper Serie A teams, which he's going to fit into. And there's a bit of a lack of right wingers in that league. I think Akone's pretty good. Honestly, it's a fairly similar card to Simon, but a worse weak foot. But he does play well in game, Akone. He's got Hearts, a Turkish team, and I don't even know that team. I'm going to be pretty confident. I don't know what the state of all these groups are. We're not going to look into all that. But I'd imagine he's going to get a double upgrade to an 86. I'm putting him in C tier, though, above Simon. There might not even be a D tier card in this, but we'll see. 84, Gosens. I think Gosens is a free objective card. So pretty good that. Gosens, Inter Milan. That's very good for chemistry. German's pretty nice if you want a hybrid. Gosens, 3-star, 3-star. Not great. Can he get lengthy? Yes, he can. If you get an architect on this boy, that card becomes very good at passing, very good physical. He will work very well in the 5-1-2-2. He can play left back as well, I think, as an alternate position and left mid. Is he a great left mid? Probably not. I think that if you play a 5-back, he is a really good, well-rounded wing back for free. I do believe he is an objective card. We'll get rid of that one there. The only problem with him is when we look at him, that is a pretty hard group that they've got. They should beat Victoria Pilsen. Winning, I think their next game is away at Barca. It shows where they are now, actually. Icona is 4th in his group, so that might actually be a bit tough for them to qualify. Might have been wrong about that one. They are 2nd right now, but away to Barca and playing Bayern. It's going to be iffy if this Gosens actually going to get upgrades, to be honest. I like the card, though. Again, another C tier. He's a little bit specific to the formation you play, but if you look at that base card, some pretty good well-rounded stats. Zambo Anguissa. Let's look at this boy. Zambo Anguissa, they're 1st in the group, Napoli. They're almost certainly going to qualify. Will they get 2 wins guaranteed? Liverpool away, probably not going to win that. Rangers, I'd expect them to beat. Ajax, I'm not sure if it's home or away. That's a fairly tough one. So a bit 50-50 if he's going to get double upgrade, I'd say. Let's look at the card, though. Very good card, to be honest. Another one that you can get lengthy on. Anchor on him honestly makes him an amazing CDM. 3-star, 3-star. Decent build. Can pass okay. Good enough finishing that he isn't a complete liability in front of goal. Very good on the ball. Good pace. Very good defending. Insane physicality. This Zambo Anguissa's gold card plays quite well. So this is a good upgrade. Potential to go up to an 87. If he gets to an 87, he's going to be a top tier CDM on this game. I'm putting Zambo Anguissa at a B tier. He is borderline A tier, honestly, for how this game plays. We might swap him around later on, but I do really like that card. We'll go for Coolerzewski next. Coolerzewski is an SBC. He's not in this squad for some reason, so we'll search him on here. I don't know what the price is of this card, but like I say, it's not based on that for these tier lists. Architect on him would make him a lengthy. I like lengthy players on this game because they just seem... Lengthy players seem to stay ahead a bit more because they're so strong and they've just got a bit of physicality. The fact he could get lengthy is pretty nice, but he might not stay lengthy after some upgrades. Bearing that in mind. What is Coolerzewski's fixtures? The 2nd. They honestly should get through that group, and I'd expect them to win 2. So I do think that they probably are going to get him a double upgrade. If he gets to an 87, this becomes a very, very good card. Nice boost across the board. It's a pretty well-rounded one. The lack of weak foot, though, I do think that big men like him on this game play really well. He could be like a really good ram right mid on this game. I wouldn't be too bothered about him, but I think like because of the lengthy and just the well-roundedness, he's going to be like bottom B tier. He could be borderline C, but Spurs probably are going to get him a double upgrade. Kanate next. Got Kanate. Let's look at his card. Liverpool 2nd. They should win 2 of these 3 games, especially I know they're home to Napoli and they probably will beat Rangers. I expect a double upgrade on this card, so an 87. If this card gets to an 87, it's already a very good card. I'd probably be putting an anchor on him. An 87 though is going to have near 99 sprint, good excel. He's already got 99 strength, crack defending. You could even go Sentinel just to max out, not waste the strength from the anchor. He's good passing, agility. He's not too bad. He's 6'4". This guy's going to be one of the top tier centre backs in the game, especially with a double upgrade. Kanate for me is A tier. Definitely could push on S tier, but there are probably going to be better value centre backs. I mean, value doesn't matter in it, but we're talking about when he gets the upgrades. He probably isn't going to be S tier by then, but I do really like that card. What are we looking at next? Terrier. Okay, 3-star, 3-star. They're 1st in the group. Dynamo Kiev, Fenerbahce, AEK Athens. They're probably going to qualify at least. Win 2, I won't really be able to tell you. Is this card good? It's a pretty random card, really. Pretty decent across the board, but not great on the ball. Pretty good finishing. Honestly, I think this card's probably a C tier, to be honest. It's an S tier by accident. C tier. It's borderline D tier, though, just because free. Honestly, 3-star, 3-star. We're going to put D tier, to be honest. If he gets double upgrade, he's okay, but that 3-star, 3-star does kill it a bit, and we need to put a D tier card in here. Okay, we're going to have Erdogard next. Erdogard, second in the group. They only need to win 2, and they've got 4 games to play. That makes it a lot better. Most likely this card is getting a double upgrade, especially because they've got an extra game. Erdogard, if he gets a double upgrade, is looking pretty good. He's a pretty decent cam on this game with world passing. The only problem I have with him is just simply put, he's got 2-star weak foot, which is pretty bad, but he is a lot more usable, I guess, on this game when you've got, outside the foot. He's got 5-star skills, though, which is nice. With a finisher, you're nearly maxing out that agility and shooting on the finishing, that is. He's going to get even close to the max passing. I think it's a pretty good card. Premier League, Norwegian, strong link to Haaland. I'm going to put this card B tier. The 5-star skills elevate. If it was 4-star, he'd be going there. Put him in between those two, I think. Look at Lamar next. Thomas Lamar. Where is he? 4th in the group. So they're probably not going to qualify at this rate. Could they win 2? Definitely, but they are struggling. As a card right now, though, this Lamar is really, really good. Lamar's good on the ball. He can shoot. He's got skill moves. He's quick. Physicality's not bad. Passing's good. The defending's a little bit meh, though. It is a really good, well-rounded card. If Atletico looked like they were going to get through, I would put him A tier. But because at best he's probably looking like he might get 1 upgrade, I'm going to put him around here. Well, no, I'm going to put him there because he's better than Erdogard even with double upgrades. If, though, he does get a double upgrade, he could even be near S tier. But that is the issue with live promos. I can only predict. Rafinha. Look at that card. Rafinha, Barcelona. That is a very tough group. I can't guarantee that they're going to get 2 upgrades. Rafinha is a very good card, though. He's got the pace. You're probably going to be putting a finisher on him. The finisher on him makes him really, really clinical. Really good there. 4-star, 4-star. Honestly, even if this card doesn't get an upgrade, it's a great card. So I'm putting him in the A tier. If he gets a double upgrade, it's probably near S tier. Federica Valverde. Now, that's going to be a card. Where is he? First in the group, they will beat Celtic. They will win one of Leipzig or Sevilla. He is going to be an 89 almost certainly. What a card. Honestly, on this card, I'd be going Architect. You're nearly maxing out his strength. You're giving him great passing. Could an anchor actually give him lengthy? No. I mean, an anchor is pretty nice still. But an Architect makes him great on the ball. He's a great passing, sorry. He's elite physical. He's got the defending. Maybe even... Now, I'd probably actually... I want the lengthy. Sentinel or Architect, but both are amazing. In the midfield, to be fair, you don't need lengthy as much because the pace is not quite as king. I'd maybe be looking at Anchor, just get that pace up even more. This is a brilliant card, though. Val Verde has 4-star weak foot. The skill moves isn't quite essential for a more defensive-minded midfielder. He can do a bit of everything. He's going to get a double upgrade almost certainly. Val Verde is our first S-tier card. Really good card for this promo, in my opinion. Zoom in a bit more now. We have got Gerard Moreno next. Who's he? Villarreal. Down here. They're first in the group. I don't even know those clubs, so I'm going to assume they're going to win 2 of the 3 there. Gerard Moreno, actually a decent card on FIFA in terms of how this game's playing. Architect doesn't get him lengthy, so you're probably going to look at a card that boosts other stats. Deadeye, honestly, would be really good on this card. Maxes the passing, makes him 99 finishing shot power. 4-star weak foot, he does lack skills. If this Moreno, though, does get a couple of upgrades, which he should, he goes to an 89. This is a very tasty looking, well-rounded card. He should get the double upgrade. And because of the way the meta plays on this game, I'm going B tier. I'm going to put him around there. I just think on this game, big men who are good physically, clinical, they do play well on this game. You might disagree with me on that just because he's not a standard classic card, but I do think he's really good. Nicolas Soule now. Dortmund, where is he? Bremer must be part of the mini release as well. I don't think he's out yet. Bremer, looking at him off the top of my head, I think they'll win those 2 games. He's probably going to be like an A-B tier card. Lucas Paqueta, they're going to get a double upgrade. He's probably going to be like, honestly, could be A tier. West Ham Premier League. The West Ham's not great, but the Premier League Brazilian, 5-star skills. He's A/B tier for me, especially with a double upgrade. Man U should get a double upgrade for Wan-Bissaka as well. He's going to be A tier. Bordering ST is going to be one of the best fullbacks in the game. You have to remember it's S tier for their position as well. We've got Sule there. They should beat Copenhagen. It's going to come down to that Sevilla game. I think they've played Sevilla away, so they should beat Sevilla at home. Assuming they get that double upgrade, he is going to be a really, really good card. Let's look at him. Lengthy. You're probably, honestly, going to be going a shadow on him. I normally wouldn't recommend a shadow, but you don't really care for the extra strength and aggression he's going to get. He's not going to get any more strength, really, when he's already got 96. May as well make him a bit faster, boost that defending. The only problem with Sule is 6'4" with that agility balance. I honestly think that's going to hurt this card a lot. He's going to turn like a bus, especially with the through balls. I'm going to put this card B tier, but right near the top. If he was better on the ball and had a bit more pace, I'd be putting him into the A tier. Thomas Muller. He has Patrick Schick's another one. Is there someone I've missed here? No, I guess they haven't brought some of these out yet. Patrick Schick, when you look at him, probably going to be borderline if they get through. Might not get an upgrade. He could be probably like CB tier. Thomas Muller, who's he got? First in the group. I expect Bayern with how good they are. They'll win 2 of these 3 personally. They're going to qualify probably. He's getting at least an 89 in my opinion. Thomas Muller, what are we looking? 3-star skill move's not great. 4-star weak foot's very nice. Very good on the ball and very good shooting, good passing, pretty solid physical. He's a decent, well-rounded card, but he's just a bit of a weird one on FIFA. I honestly could be looking at an artist here. I know he needs the shot power though, doesn't he? Finisher, probably finisher because the dribbling's needed. He's a bit slow though. It's honestly a bit of a weird card. Marksman's not bad. I think this Muller, I'm going to go B tier because he's already got some pretty good stats. But honestly, this promo has a lot of mid cards, it seems. Phil Foden. Man City. They're going to get 2 wins. They're going to beat Sevilla and Copenhagen, almost guaranteed. Good chance to beat Dortmund. Phil Foden, what are we looking at? Explosive doesn't seem quite as good on this game at the moment. Deadeye 100% is the way to go. The 3-star weak foot hurts him. Very good links though. He's got some very good cards to link to Haaland, Cancelo, De Bruyne, Walker, Akanji, Edison. 14 shot power on that. He's getting very good shooting, very good passing. He's already great on the ball. This Phil Foden for me, even with the weak foot, probably going to get a 90. I'm putting him A tier. If he had a 4-star weak foot, I'd be or 5-star skills or something, I'd be putting him S tier. I just think even with a double upgrade, he's not going to be an insanely meta card on this game. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, 4th in the group. But I honestly think that Chelsea have a pretty good chance of getting through this group. They beat Milan. They're probably going to beat Salzburg and... who is it again? It's a Croatian team. Down a grab, I think. I expect them to honestly get him a double upgrade. They're 4th, but I think they're going to get him a double upgrade. This card, with an architect, isn't lengthy, unfortunately. If he could get lengthy with that pace and these stats, he'd be really good. But honestly, you're probably going to go a finisher on him. Get him good on the ball. Really clinical. His passing's usable. He's strong. Good pace. Honestly, if this card gets a 91, it is a very, very top tier striker card right now. Good shooting traits too. I'm putting him at the bottom of the S tier. Lionel Messi. Could this be a controversial one? Okay, Messi is getting a double upgrade most likely. Juve out what they were. Benfica, is that Sheriff Tiraspol? They're going to beat 2 of these 3 teams, I imagine. They're going to qualify. So Lionel Messi is probably going to be a 94. He just doesn't play that well on this game. But You could go an Architect to make him control, to make him a bit quicker. But for me, honestly, I'm probably going to Hunter because he doesn't need any more dribbling. He doesn't need more passing. Hunter doesn't do that much, but I'd still rather get him some more pace just to borderline make him a bit better. Max is out the shooting for the most part. He's going to get that double upgrade. His passing and dribbling really aren't going to need much of a boost. And 94 Messi here, I think it would be too harsh not to put him in the S tier. He's just going to be expensive. I'm putting him behind Val Verde though. I think Val Verde is the best card in terms of the meta right now and how this game's playing. We talked about the other cards, how they're looking. I honestly think this promo is good. You've got a good mix of cards. There's going to be a good mix of prices across the board. I like when the EA do that in promos. Accessible. They've put quite a few cards from different leagues in. What do you think of my tier list? Do you think I've been fair? Do you agree with my reasoning? Like I said, bear in mind, there's nothing here about the prices of players. It's more based on how good the card is, the potential to get upgrades, and the links. I really like doing this format of the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Are you happy with the promo? Are there any of these cards you're going to pick up? Appreciate you guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep it spicy.